Mardi Gras, Mediterranean style. It's the Viareggio Carnival, and to the amazement of many, the pre-Lenten celebrants have outdone previous year's efforts with their gala, gaudy, gargantuan procession of gigantic animated figures out of fantasy and faith. They start with papier-mâché and molto enthusiasm, and each year they come up with something bigger and better. Every year a carnival that's breathtaking in its color and exuberance. Imagination runs wild. Even a clock becomes a colossal cosmic caprice, and the hours dance away in a tumult of celebration. Carnival excitement aplenty to offset the Lenten season ahead. Solemn thoughts are for the future. It's Carnival.
All right, hello everybody. Tonight we are having the finale of our Team Illinois Twilight Struggle Olympics. So the Olympics we've been doing, most of it's been in person. So we played a number of different tabletop games that you can see here. And we're getting close to the end. We haven't played Watergate yet. We still have one game to play of 1960. We still have Ark Nova to play and The Search for Planet X. And right now, Jeremy's in the lead with 21 points. I have 20. Frank has 19. Matt has a number that you can see on the screen. But if the game that I am playing with Jeremy doesn't mean much because I already have the tiebreaker over Frank and Matt. And I'd have a better record than Jeremy, so I won the Twilight Struggle game, but Frank and Matt, the game that we'll have second, is much more important because that will actually determine something. So if Frank wins that, he will pull into the lead in our Illinois Olympics. So that will be an important game coming up. Right. All right. So at that, I'm going to leave it to Frank and Matt to comment.
All right, thanks Derek for that intro, and hope everyone's excited for a long night of Twilight Struggle here. How's it going, Matt?
Well, I had a real terrible game earlier today for OTSL, so our game might be a little interesting, but
yeah, we'll see about that. Looks like Derek got the Soviets, and Jeremy's going to be playing the U.S. Not too many ops here in Derek's hand, but what do you think, Matt?
Yeah, not great ops, but I think with Middle East in your hand, I think a headline of Nasser and then a coup of Iran is probably a good start.
Yeah, certainly I'm immediately drawn to Nasser, like you said, seeing Middle East.
Yeah, and maybe just dropping Middle East instead of cooing might also might not be a bad idea too, because you can't do containment and red once you do. Oh yes, start spreading with Red Scare, but man,
yeah,
that's your biggest card, and then you only have a 2-up and a bunch of 1s, so that's
yeah. So for that reason, I think the Iran coup would make sense if we had like another op card that was decent, because right after this, like we can't play containment until AR6, so we only have 2 and 1s. So I think I like this spread play. Grab that domination, get some access to Pakistan, and hope the US doesn't coup you in Libya, so you can still drop Middle East for Dom on AR2.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure what they're going to be spreading.
Yeah, and Jeremy completely ignores Middle East, so that plan does work out.
Yeah,
but Jeremy does get to Pakistan first.
Does get to Pakistan, and with the CNS headline, he might have been fine giving up the 3 points there with already having 2.
Yeah, it's still not a huge number of points, so
right.
Not a big deal. So this will surely be India at least. Yep.
India, Malaysia, like that. Now we're in high DEF-CON weirdness plays here.
Yeah.
I like going to South Korea there. But giving blockade there.
Country.
Yeah, giving blockade pretty quickly, I don't really like as much um in the turn though.
Yeah, just not much else to play. I mean, Truman Doctrine maybe was playable. But
Truman,
you
I
kind
mean,
of actually want that Yugoslavia op to have some access to Italy because that coup of Italy could come out of nowhere for Jeremy still. He's got to be at least a little scared of that.
yeah, but
Of
with
course,
it,
we know that Derek has no ops.
yeah, with it being four ops in there,
Yeah, I mean, you use a 4 op and it's 50-50 to wipe them out. So
yeah,
sometimes that's worth the risk.
yeah, you can argue, I guess, using the China card for a coup there later in the turn. CIA, you should be able to get rid of this turn.
Yeah, that'll be nice getting rid of CIA this turn.
Yeah. And if it really doesn't, if the Def Gun doesn't really drop, you could play China and get rid of CIA next turn, but I'd rather give up as little information on the hand as possible.
Yeah. Derek's presumably going to play CIA AR5 so he can play containment AR6.
Yeah.
Which means might be holding Korean War.
We almost almost went up 3 spots in the first turn.
Oh, so that means Derek's going to hold either containment or CIA by playing Korean War now.
Yeah,
Maybe not what I would have done, but I think that's fine.
well, with the DEFCON still at 5, you're not really worried about getting rid of CIA quick.
True, yeah, it could just be inconvenient to need to take a turn to do it next turn.
Right, yeah. And being able to play Korean War for ops and still have that threat when you can take the country, I like.
All right, so it's coup time.
Yeah, you got a coup here. You're going to be losing some points.
Yeah, I think it's Pakistan given the scoring situation.
With containment.
Yeah, get rid of containment.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Jeremy's got a decision because if he coups and it's successful at all, then Derek can just coup next turn, and Jeremy can't re-coup it back.
Yeah, it's looking like Derek's gonna keep control of that. Of course, IP war could also come out of nowhere.
Where are we?
Just gonna coup Vietnam. Oh, and maybe should have done Pakistan.
Maybe. Because of 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that would have just made a neutral.
Holy moly, ops in this hand though.
Yeah, this is and I was going to say seeing defectors is nice, except there's nothing really that you want to headline, I guess.
Yeah, I wonder if I'm headlining defectors just to not give away the point. Because yeah, what else are we headlining?
Yeah, I mean you're not going to headline Comic-Con or Nuke Test Ban.
Yeah, I think it's defectors.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So no IP war is quite sad. Very concerning if that's Jeremy's headline right now.
Yes, that is an issue.
And no D-stall is of course also sad with France still empty on turn 2. Oh, Derek goes Comic-Con. And oh boy, here comes a big roll.
Comic-Con, yeah, I mean, I guess Comic-Con is also.
It's not useless, right? It'll be like D-stall fuel.
Yeah, D-stall fuel, and you get an extra op out of it.
Some pre-IP war banter. Oh.
A little late for a Comic-Con trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's yeah, here we go. Derek does clear him out.
Yeah, and like I was saying on last turn, if there's that weird DEFCON thing on turn 1, that Italy coup could come out of nowhere even on turn 2.
Yeah.
And yeah, that works perfectly for Derek.
Yeah,
Clears
I think
Jeremy
Jeremy
out
needs. to follow up with a Pakistan coup here, though, if he's got a 4-up.
Yeah, we'll see. Even with the 4-up, he'd have to roll pretty well.
Well, you just have to roll at least a 3, because then that makes Derek have a choice between that and Italy, kind of. Well,
Yeah,
or you just roll a 6.
yeah, that also works. I'm gonna see the China card flip now. Obviously, knowing IP war is not a threat.
Yeah. Now Derek can get into some trouble though, because if Jeremy has Fidel, you do a Fidel coup on Libya, and now CIA is unplayable.
That's true, and we haven't seen 5-year plan yet.
Yeah, so this might be a quick loss if he's able to. Well, no, okay, so
But Derek has duck and cover, so there'd still be some stuff that needs to happen. But he might be forced to drag it into the mid-war and die to an early grain sales. That's also a possibility.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, you have to take Italy. You gotta, I think you just put all 3 in there because well, Truman is out, so I guess you don't have to do it just yet.
Yeah, put all 3 in there, or Pakistan is definitely going to need an overprotection before the end of the turn.
Yeah, I also like Afghanistan getting a dom in Asia.
Yeah. Yeah, if we had like weaker ops to follow up this turn, I would definitely be overprotecting Italy right away. But as it stands, we have plenty to defend with. Although we may have to give up US-Japan before Asia scores.
Most likely because duck and cover is probably the space card here.
Yeah. Even if it was playable, you don't really want to give the US 3 points.
That's a lot of points to give.
So packed.
And getting some more fuel for Destall in the future, hopefully.
Yeah, I was wondering if Derek would actually go for some non-battlegrounds and try to grab Europe domination, but he just chooses to go for the buffing of the battlegrounds.
Yeah, I like being able to. I think that's a safe play and a good play to do. You don't want to have those become too big of an issue later on in the game.
There could be planning to use Marshall to grab Portugal and Greece or something like that.
Yeah. That would definitely help his push for domination there. It's unfortunate he has to show that he has Marshall first, though. And US Japan. Oh.
It's not a really 6, so that's fine.
Yeah, I was going to say you don't have to go to Libya, so I'd rather this somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good drop. Although, again, Jeremy, I guess, got worried about all those big ops coming.
Yeah.
You need to... I think you need to take Spain-Portugal here, even though it just scored. You got to get some brush war protection later on.
Yeah, always a challenging decision to make of like when is it worth it to take those 2-stab Mediterranean battlegrounds.
Well, true. I think it's definitely worth it when you're inventing access for the U.S. player, though.
Poverty, desperation, and
yeah, you have to make the decision of, are you okay with just, like, Derek got Italy, so are you okay with just denying domination for the U.S.? Or do you want to fight dominate? Because just denying the U.S. domination of Europe is already pretty good.
Yeah.
Or do you want to invest even more and fight for your own domination?
Well, but the other side of that is, right now, Italy is completely open to a brush war target in the mid-war. There's no protection. So just getting the Mediterranean, even disregarding domination, can help protect that to stay as your country.
Yeah, I tend not to worry about brush war too much, right? Because if you protect Italy, the brush war will just go somewhere else and do damage
Yeah.
elsewhere. But I do agree that the brush war flip of Italy is particularly painful.
It's just annoying because it usually flips domination or gives domination to whoever hits it.
Yeah.
Where in other regions it might not do really anything. Well, 5-year plan with Asia is nice.
Yeah, not getting D-stall or decall is not nice.
Yeah, but he would have to play UN for ops though, or he'd be down a AR though, I think, right? If he got rid of Asia through 5-year plan and invented UN.
Yeah, yeah. Probably playing UN for ops or just sacrificing a action round.
For Asia, yeah.
I mean, it's even. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Gee, 2 times in a row, and he survived twice. And he does.
All right, in 2 more IP wars, Jeremy will hit it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
2, 3, then finally 4.
the die is moving up each time.
Yeah, so this will be a huge coup into Panama. Because, yeah, not getting D-stall, you desperately need a coup into getting some presence there. So, yeah, I would have also reached for my 4-op.
Well, yeah, I think you have to. It's one that you have to succeed on. So
Yeah, reach for the 4-op and roll anything but a 1.
yeah, and thankfully he did. He'll need to get one more op in there to protect it from VOA.
Yeah, so board's looking pretty nice.
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
what's
I do think Derek's gotten all the 4-ops.
Oh, yeah, yeah, but to be fair, he did have a pretty low op first turn. Oh, jeez. And the banter has started. Just takes a 1 point on Asia scoring, so I think giving up on that, not fighting for that, it makes sense.
Yeah. What are we gonna do with the rest of these ops, though? Can certainly
Let's see.
fill up Middle East more.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, take battlegrounds, right? So um UNing US Japan, yeah.
It's gonna start the Saharan States coup war, looks like.
Yeah. I guess that's all right.
I think
But
that's
only
all right because like the US maybe just goes Cameroon AR6 and gets to Nigeria first anyway. So maybe this way you give yourself a chance at least.
yeah.
And if you're distracting the US into this coup war, they don't have time to fill Mexico is the other part. But that rolling a 6 there is not what Derek was looking for.
Yeah, I was
And
I was
now,
gonna
yeah,
say,
he has to kind of coup back, or else Algeria is under threat.
yeah,
Oh, he's gonna just that feels kind of bad.
that feels bad. Yeah. Hitting the 6 was huge for Jeremy, but Derek did get 2 points of compensation out of that on the war.
Yeah, the war did hit. But yeah, having to take Tunisia after taking Saharan states is kind of a resignation.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit for realign protection as well.
Yeah, it definitely is. But just needing to do that is
Yeah,
of
it's
annoying.
just very annoying. Yeah.
Oh, you had a 4-op. There's
Well, he's not, he's not going to give it away. Not going to give away his hand, right?
Yeah. And now with 5-year plan, I think Algeria overprotect is a must because that's our only Africa holding.
Yeah, and you got to go into Panama. You have to do Panama.
Panama, I don't mind, yeah. Or maybe
Uh,
the Cuba, Nicaragua, Haiti play to take a domination and protect Cuba, something like that.
yeah,
Saudi, though.
I
Not
don't
sure
like the
about
Saudi because he
that.
doesn't have. I mean, I guess he could get access, but he doesn't have it yet. But gambling on VOA, so we'll see if it pays off.
Yeah, I mean it's obviously a battleground, so it's good to have, but like spending 3 ops there at that point in time, I think it may have been more important to overprotect Algeria and do some other stuff. But we'll see how it
Yeah,
works out.
yeah, I think so too. Especially when with Muslim Revolution out there and cards that you can turn Middle East in your favor.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's the
Yeah,
poke.
yeah. So as the only battleground.
All right, well we drew Brush War, so
That's helpful.
everything
And
works out for not taking another med country.
yeah, yeah.
Quagmire, Socialist. Yeah, some decent stuff here. Not a clear headline though.
No,
Uh,
I mean maybe Europe just to dump it, unless you're going to really fight
Actually,
for.
maybe it's Quagmire, so we can coup into Africa and then also AR1 flip Zaire or flip Angola just using ops.
Yeah, yeah, I like that as well.
We don't have a 4-op to flip and take Algeria back, though, which is annoying.
It is. But you only need you would just need one failure though, one failed roll to be able to do
Yeah,
both.
certainly a failure would be nice. But yeah, I agree with Quagmire.
And there's the boys. There's the Derek's gamble fails. I think this is going to be got to be Panama, right?
Gotta be Panama.
This is a voice speaking from America.
And then Algeria or Libya. I don't know about Libya.
Not an obvious second target, but yeah, Panama is very painful. Yeah, Algeria is probably what I would have done.
Yeah.
Today, America has been at war for 79
It's just enough.
Daily at this time, we shall speak to you.
That'd been real annoying if you had to spend another AR to put another point in there
We shall tell you the
to
truth.
protect
Yeah.
it. But now you're going to need like multiple fails if you want to flip Angola, get Algeria back, and protect Angola.
Yeah, priority one is to take Algeria back as the more stable country, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
There's the
It's
success.
very interesting. So that means he probably doesn't really have too many bad low up red cards in his hand.
Shuttle's playable because we're doing very well in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Asia's not around.
Yep.
All right, now we see if the US has a scary card, like something like an ABM would come out now, puppet governments would come out now.
Yeah. ABM would be very nasty because Zaire would be back to US.
Yeah.
I think you have to if you don't have a way to get this, so this has got to overprotect Angola. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Southeast Asia scoring comes out this turn. This could be annoying for Derek.
Yeah, and certainly Jeremy might have it after investing that op.
Yeah. And then Middle East scoring. That's
Nice.
that's a at least the scoreboard's going Derek's way so far.
Yeah, certainly.
With Europe scoring, he'll be at 11. Sock Govs. Yeah, you need a non-battleground first, though. I mean, I'd just let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I kind of would have liked to see Summit into Romania and then just use Sock Govs and see what Jeremy does.
Yeah, I think there was maybe a path there, because you could
Yeah.
sock govs in Turkey and Greece and get the U.S. out of access in those Mediterranean countries.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that works out.
Yeah, that's a nice play. Now let's see if Jeremy has OAS or Puppet or something to counter that.
Yeah, no more voice. Going for the 4 ops of realigns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
jeez. 265 so far. And
Oh,
the
it
last
finally
one.
works. Yeah, that would have been a disaster if it didn't.
Well, using 4 ops, I think already makes it kind of a disaster. Because that's a lot of ops to get only 1 op out.
Yeah, certainly would have liked to get the 1 op out in 2 rolls and then take some even rolls on Cuba.
On Cuba or Zaire.
Yeah.
Going for Mideast control. Potentially, maybe, no.
Yeah, I think taking Iran's worth it because OPEC's now 5 points.
Yeah. Just got to take the Gulf states and run it up to 6 points. All right, Haiti. Yeah, we need middle ops, so that was nice of Derek to give him a little bit better of a target.
See if this roll goes well.
Ooh,
Yeah, Derek debated for a second just placing an op.
Yeah, into Guatemala.
En las condiciones de la inmensa mayoría de los países de América Latina, no hay otro camino que la lucha armada. Y esa parece ser la situación también en muchos otros países de
Incident.
Interesting.
That all makes sense.
Yeah, I like that, but this scoreboard is not. The score is not great for.
Okay,
Germany.
so yeah, this could end in a hurry if we ABM coup Mexico, coup Panama with something else and just score central control.
Yeah, that pretty much ends it, I think, right?
Oh yeah, that would certainly end it unless Jeremy could score Africa real quick.
Right.
Let's see. I mean, Che's very good
Che-
as well, given the Colombia play
Colombia
Jeremy
play.
made.
Yeah. I was gonna say I like Che, but I don't think we've seen Missile Envy either yet, and we know we will bury you in the discard, so I think you
Yeah.
have to do an ABM
Yeah, so
headline.
not seeing Missile Envy, I think it has to be ABM.
Yeah. Because man, if you want to gamble this and you gamble wrong and give him ABM, this could be a little dangerous.
Yeah, a little scary that Derek's not already headlined it, but there he goes.
Yeah, he was probably just putting some stuff in his car tracker. Place
Yeah, so that's interesting with special relationship.
Well, NATO is in effect, so it is 2 points.
Yeah, but do we care if we're just going for the central win?
Jeremy is clearly annoyed. I think you take the gamble and go for the win, right? I mean, well, how many points is central control? 8?
It'd be 8 as long as the US has a presence as well, which they may not.
Which they may not, yeah. So the 2 points would save him. Where did so he poked, placed one in Africa, okay.
Yeah, and he went for a Cheiku's right away. Interesting. Got
Well,
another high DEFCON situation.
yeah, I like that because then you make Jeremy decide if he wants to take the coup first or not, and then you have a battle in Colombia. So, because Jeremy's got some issues here, because he could lose Nigeria with just flipping it.
Yeah. I mean, Derek has decall as well, which will cause problems in Africa.
Yes. Yeah. Jeremy does not know that, but yeah, that is going to cause some issues.
Oh,
Well,
well. Okay. Before the decall, here's some colonial buffs.
yeah. So, do we do decall and just copy his play?
I this this line of play makes a lot of sense if Derek didn't have central scoring. Like I just feel
Right.
like I would have been cooing in central already.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you go for the central control and just run up the scoreboard because 1 point wins you the game. Interesting. Giving up on Nigeria, other than a coup, but going for a flip of Angola, or yeah, Angola there.
Curious to see how this will work out because depending on the coup rolls, Derek could definitely get the short end of the stick here.
Yeah.
Like if Jeremy coups and flips Zaire, Derek counter coups and like fails, and then Jeremy coups huge in Colombia or something, then
Right.
that'd be
Yeah.
not good. Or if Jeremy coups huge in like Dominican, all of a sudden US has domination in Central.
Yeah, and they could just take Costa Rica too, or Jeremy could just take Costa Rica. I guess you need another country as well because that'd be even. So yeah. So this is on Zaire, I guess.
Oh,
Starting.
deems Colombia more important. So I wonder
Well,
if that means Central America or South America scoring.
maybe, or maybe he just doesn't want to give up he wants to be the one to coup second, perhaps. I
I
sure. I
feel
mean, why not just coup Colombia back?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're running out of cards a bit.
Well, but what you could use one small step. I guess you want to invent it, but or Brezhnev. Um, but now you're giving him Venezuela because I would just dump 3 or 4 in there and then call it a day.
And seems like a lot of ops are about to go in there. Yep, there's 3.
Yeah. So now you're going to take a 3-op coup on there and just hope that it. No, yeah. So he's also running out of ARs with having to score central.
Yeah. I mean, he's very concerned about Africa, I suppose.
Yeah,
Given
but
his
Africa's was what, like 4 or 5 points? I don't think Jeremy has it because he hasn't really played. He's in there, but I guess I could be wrong.
Well, this is just very funny because Derek's playing like all of Derek's ops have gone into South America and Africa, right? And
Yeah,
he's
all
currently
speculative. Yeah.
speculating that Jeremy
Yeah.
might have the scorings while he hasn't played into the one region that we know is going to score this turn.
Which could cost him.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now he's just going to take this for even, which I think is.
I think Jeremy's going to be very surprised to see that scoring.
Yeah, but I don't. I think that was a mistake on Derek's part. He could have gone for control there.
Yeah, and if it turns out that Jeremy doesn't have a scoring, that may have been the game.
Yeah,
and yeah,
right.
it doesn't look like he has anything.
Yeah. It's so no headline peak.
Yeah, and Derek can still space for 3VP.
Yeah, so he's going to have
I
to.
mean, we're still doing well, but very well, as a matter of fact. But
doing very well.
could have been game this turn.
I think so, yeah, because Africa's not coming out, Southeast Asia's not coming out. Realigning on Chile. Oh no, and it's that in one, so is a little happier on that roll. Wait, okay, spacing NORAD. All right, wants to try and hold the trap.
Yeah. Yeah, the problem is next turn, like, some of these scorings are gonna come out. Like, yeah, Southeast Asia is awful. Africa's now awful.
Yeah, and if yeah, and here got a point bat, and he has 2 of the scorings.
Oh, but OPEC now. Okay, this should probably be game because unless Jeremy has Southeast. Yeah,
So
that Camp David Accord means there can't headline OPEC for the win.
Right, because it's only 4 points, right?
Now it's only 4.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can still headline it in AR1 NTB.
Yeah, chat is saying
I don't see why you would headline NTB instead.
Well, if you headline NTB and then do OPEC, you win the game. If he doesn't So yeah, this is game here.
Yeah, maybe the order of what you headlined didn't really matter. I just feel like I would have headlined OPEC. But yeah, I think this is gonna be game.
Yeah.
Scored domination.
Yeah, this was a rough one for Jeremy.
Yeah, just the scoring card timing really hurt Jeremy in this one, I think.
Yeah. All right, we'll have a little break while Derek gets back on and Jeremy gets back on.
All right. Yeah, sorry about that one, Jeremy.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that was a rough one. Sorry,
man.
Love Twilight Struggle.
It's the best, isn't it?
It's good use of my fucking leisure time to give me the back.
All right. Who's sharing for game 2, the one that actually matters?
Oh, I guess I should put the stream on since there's no delay, shouldn't I?
I can if you want. I'm good either way.
Sure.
All right. Then,
yeah, well, the good news, Jeremy, is your next IP war roll will be at least a 3.
Yeah.
No,
I guess I deserve that. I don't know.
I got something from Harib in the WhatsApp. He said for IP war, you just need to stare it down. You don't close your eyes. You stare down that IP war. And that's what I did for both of them.
I'm a coward. I could never do that.
Well, that's what I usually do. I usually look away, but I used the advice of someone who's much better than me.
Oh, as the defender, you just stare.
No. Oh, yeah. As the defender, you stare. Yes.
That's hilarious.
Exactly. I was not afraid of that IP war, either one of them. Actually, truthfully, I was terrified of that second one.
I was gonna say, I think seeing it a second time might have been a little.
I almost headlined Asia there, but then I thought, if he redrew IP war, that would get him domination. So I did not headline Asia.
Yeah, I had to do IP war instead of.
Yeah,
Derek, you have to let me.
Oh, I do have to let you share, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay. Should be able to now.
All right. There it is. All right, you able to see it?
Not yet.
It says you've started screen sharing, but I can't actually see anything.
Oh, there we go. Success.
All right.
All right, so
Frank.
Frank.
You want to create it, Frank, or what? How do you want to do this?
Well, why don't you create it, Matt? Because we have no intro or anything we're waiting for.
All right, let me create game.
All right, I will hop off of
45
these
minutes.
then.
Do
Yep.
what?
45. Doesn't really matter, but it's 45.
All right.
Oh, I'm.
All right. Good luck, Frank.
Yep.
Good luck.
Thank you. Can't find the Zoom to get out of.
Oh, geez, Frank. We just have to do everything for you.
Just boot them.
Oh, I was looking at the Zoom, but I thought it was Twilight Struggle because Matt was sharing his Twilight Struggle. So.
All right. All right. I'm
right.
booting you. Oh, no, he booted himself. Good.
All right, so we're good then.
Yep. All right.
right.
Good luck, Matt.
Thanks.
Good luck, Matt.
Thanks.
I meant it more for you.
Oh, actually, yes. Yeah, you need to. Yes, please win.
I will do my best.
Yeah, Derek and I have our big Matt foam fingers on, which obviously
Mhm.
each have 6 fingers.
Awesome. All right, I think I should get going.
Yes. All right. Yeah. So clearly, we're both rooting for Matt because.
Yeah, absolutely no reason for Frank to lose.
Yeah,
Matt.
Frank would be taking the Olympics lead with a win here.
Dude, when you put the score in the Discord, had you given yourself the 5 points?
I already have the 5 points.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's good. That would have been distressing for me if you didn't have the 5 points.
No. It's the 5 points.
Okay. This hand is. We got a good headline. We got D-stall, and the rest is kind of horseshit.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'd take this hand over the one I had turn 1.
I'd certainly take it over the one I had turn 1.
We both had fantastic turn 1 hands.
Yeah, I almost sent you something, but then I was like, I don't need to give information away, but I'm like AR4. I was almost just like, oh, I'm glad your hand is horseshit too.
This kind of thing is almost a daily
Matt's War finally missed the roll.
Yeah, that's
IP War though, so that's just baiting him. Oh yeah, those were our headlines, weren't they?
Oh yeah, oh that's fun.
That bodes poorly for Frank. GR asking who is the favorite to win Arc Nova and Planet X.
Planet X is Matt.
Yeah, because that's his game. That was his pick. Because remember, we did like a group of games we all agreed on, and then we also each picked a game, and that was Matt's. So Matt's the clear favorite there. I don't know about Arc Nova. Arc Nova's pretty wide open.
Yeah, like I played it for the first time. When was that? 2 weeks ago or so when we played, and it felt like I did decent. You came out with the win, but yeah, that could be anybody.
Well, Frank actually has a 4-op, so this is not.
Yeah.
And that's problematic for Matt.
I mean, knowing Matt, I could see him reaching for the China card and cooing, but he's not. He's going for.
And Matt, I think perhaps being.
Oh, I don't like Malaysia.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd rather just do Pakistan. So then, even if you get a couple out, like let's say you roll a 4, get them out. Frank's just going to refill, and then he can event the war, and that's just auto for Matt. So I would go Pak, I think.
Yeah, I probably would have as well, but he does go for Iran.
Yeah, those Iranians love democracy, apparently, in this timeline. I like to think of every game I play of Twilight Struggle as a different version of
an alternate history. Yep.
Yeah.
That's how I think of it, too.
But it's, like, real, though. Like, it's a real universe.
Yeah.
So that's why I never self-defcon. So, I mean, Frank's got to get 1 to India. He's going to retake Iran, go 1 to India. And what else does he want to do, Derek?
I mean, this is a little annoying for him because he does want to get mill-ops, too.
Yeah.
But now he has to fill Iran. Oh, no, he's going to go for the coup.
Okay. Now, this is just insta IP war, right?
Unmodified. Yeah, unmodified, go for it. I don't even know why he's hesitating. Oh, there's the 3 that you were going to hit next.
So the IP war rolls have gone 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
So I should have played second tonight.
Yeah, no. So, all right, it's good to know. I wonder if those IP war rolls are shared amongst the whole team, Illinois, or if it's just you and Matt. So we'll see. The next time one of us plays IP war, well, I guess Frank or I would have to play IP war. If it's a 4, we know that it's for all of us.
Yep. Yeah, and I can't complain about IP war. It's been kind to me in recent games. Yeah.
Okay, that all makes sense.
I'm a little surprised. Well, no, that does make sense. There's no rush for him to get to Egypt. And we're reaching for the China card now. Of course we are. D-stall, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And I like an aggressive D-stall here. Let's grab Thailand, Angola, and Chile, I think. Yeah, there we go.
I could see that.
Now move the cursor a little to the left.
Okay, Chile for sure.
Do that one. Click it. Yeah. And now down.
I don't mind this. It does threaten France.
Yeah, I don't hate it either. It's just we're going to get one African battleground instead of 2, but it's the 2-stab.
I mean, Decal is still out there, potentially.
Yeah. I prefer Angola, but like you said, I don't hate it. I say I don't hate it. JR says he doesn't love it. I think we're meeting at about the same place, JR. Yeah, this is the right word. Although I'd go Hugo instead of Czech. It's a minor thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot he's holding CIA.
He can UN it though.
He can.
I don't think I'd play around that.
Yeah, getting into Thailand was important there.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so now Frank does get indeed, which is a little bit more urgent now that Matt has not been Algeria. All right, so we're going to do special, which, I mean, that is going to overprotect for him, but I think this is fine, unfortunately.
Kind of ignoring the Middle East here.
Yeah, he does really need to take presence, and he's going to UN CIA to take Syria?
I guess.
That's going to leave Thailand wide open.
Yeah. I mean, or he's going to play China card.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think Frank had prioritized that, so that's not a surprise there. Yep, here we go.
Okay, I don't mind that.
Yeah, we'll see if Frank... I feel like in our team games, Frank is always the one trying to remind us to have more than one Middle East country.
Yeah, so we might see a poke here.
Yeah. No, a little bit more conventional, I would say. I like taking Libya there. Okay, show us Decal and Purge. Oh, do we have an Asia Dom? We do.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
And there's nothing that can stop it.
Because IP war isn't. Oh, well, it doesn't even matter. I think that's the clear headline, right?
Yeah, because you're going to lose that Dom pretty quick.
Yep. Yes, that is the right thing to look at. No, 1 over. Yeah, Suez just isn't that effective with France overprotected and
Europe scored.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you gotta go Asia. Asia.
And we don't have many ops either. Like Suez is.
I don't like Suez.
Oh, we obviously should have had our headline duck. Yeah, Swiss just doesn't do that much for us. Oh, but
Always.
that
Always.
classic,
Always.
classic Twilight struggle kicking the balls right there, losing your own Olympics. I guess like we're just not gonna hold. Okay, but
Oh, all right, all right. I
yeah,
would have rather you headlined it.
yeah, that's true. Those East Germans were doing work. Oh, that's true, Frank. He missed like 2 rolls. That means he's due for nothing but 6s.
Mm-hmm. Oh, JR pointing out a Chile coup.
Yep. Yeah,
Well,
that also strong. Frank only needed a 4 there.
But he rolls a 1.
Yeah, he got a 4th of what he needed. Okay, so now we've got some obligations. We've got a UNCIA, which we're just going to do right now, which is fine. We've got a space dock.
I mean, go to Saharan states here with it. Get your own mill app. Or I guess you could event Korean War.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe South Korea. JR made a good point about Chile, so now I'm thinking about that. Maybe Argentina, but I don't think that's a priority. The Middle East, you don't need another op in the Middle East. Like, you got your country, you're fine. Israel doesn't.
Yeah, if you were going to go middle. Oh, well, this does somewhat threaten Egypt, but I mean, Frank just has to put 1 up there.
Yeah. Yeah, and Frank not showing a lot of. Oh, JR just said that. Yeah, I was going to say, Frank, like JR said in the chat, I think Frank might not have a whole lot going on in this hand.
Yeah, because Fidel, with influence already in the mid-war regions, you don't have to rush that to activate CIA.
I kind of wouldn't mind sneaking an op into Afghanistan at some point. We don't really have anything to follow it up, but like if we have ops at some point, like just placing into Pakistan is obnoxious.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I do want to take Korea, although that's before we event the war, and I don't know if that's going to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like threatening India.
Yeah, for sure.
So now, are we just not eventing the war? Is Matt going to be risky about it and event it at 1-2, which I don't love?
Yeah, I don't like it.
3 years later, Michael's father returned to Romania and was proclaimed king. His rule lasted for 10 years.
Maybe he feels after the Olympics win that he's going to roll his normal rolls from here on out.
And the next piece of dramatic news was his arrest of the pro-German Antonescu. We see him here later, attending a Russian celebration in honor of the Soviet Army's 28th anniversary. And this year he came to London to attend Princess Elizabeth's wedding. His engagement to Princess Anne of Bourbon-Parma was announced only a short time before his abdication.
Oh, there's a big card.
Okay, so Frank's hand was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, that was the problem with doing that.
Yeah, I don't love it.
He gets his mill-ups, but he's losing Korea for good, most likely.
Yeah, because even if Frank just puts a couple ops in there, and I can't imagine Frank's going to just not address that at all here. Because that really was going to put, if Frank takes South Korea, he's got a great path to Asia Dom.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really important. I think just playing defectors into South Korea and then eventing the war was the right play. Matt didn't have a ton of ops, but I think he had to play that one a little safer than he did.
Yeah. That goes back to the headlining of Suez. If you would have headlined Asia, you would have had some more ops to play with this turn.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, Frank does play China.
China, and that's going to be... Where is the fifth one going? Okay.
Yeah, we have seen...
That's a big problem for Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a long-term down. So I unfortunately think that was... Yeah, you're not fighting this, my friend. No, that's not effective.
Yeah.
Do something else. That's a 2-op play that is countered.
And now Frank can poke Iraq again. Or not again, but he has that option again.
So yeah, like a 3-op play to go like 1 Malaysia, 1 Iraq is pretty awful for Matt here. Europe currently not a dom though for Frank, so he also needs to address that. So maybe he doesn't have the ops for an Iraq poke, but he can certainly retake Asia and dom.
If he's got a 3-op, and there's still 3 4-ops out there. Well, he doesn't have one.
So we'll retake. Oh, doesn't fully retake France. Interesting. Where's Truman at?
Truman is out there, so.
Okay, so that makes perfect sense then. Well,
all right. Oh, scoring.
Oh, those redraws.
Oh, and CIA. Oh my God.
His redraws were Europe, CIA, and Asia.
Oh, this is awful.
My God.
That is so bad.
I don't even know what to say about that.
And and Frank gets decall. And he has Truman.
Oh.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
I mean, is that literally the worst? Oh.
And you're getting purged.
Are those literally the 3 worst possible redraws? Like, if Frank could deal Matt any 3 cards, would he have picked those 3?
I think you're right. I don't think there's anything that would have been worse than that.
Wow. Well, you gotta take a coup, my friend. Take a big... that's not gonna work. Because you're giving Frank a coup, so that's already... Because we don't have a way to get mill up. So remember, like... Oh, okay, sure. I was going to say the Asia Dom is 4 points, Millops is 4, but we can get 2. Okay. Okay.
For you.
Also, Matt's created a big obligation here. He's got to space one of his few high-op cards.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, unless he's going to give it after he scores Asia, but that feels like just a huge waste of ops. Then.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would have just eaten the Dom. Like, I don't love this. What do we have in Frank's hand? Decall and what else?
Decal, Sakovs, Arab Israeli, Blockade, and Truman.
So Frank's got a bad hand.
Oh yeah, very red hand.
So maybe we can get this. Still very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Frank's hand is that bad, I would just take a coup.
Oh.
Okay, we've gone down this road, put NATO in there.
Yeah. I mean, Frank knows he is NATO.
Yeah, that makes me wonder if Frank has special.
It's possible.
But I mean, he still has to spend an op to take that. It's not that lucrative, honestly. Throw it into Turkey, I guess. That's okay. Or just use it to double pick plans.
Oh. Oh, man.
Takes another swing at Algeria, and this time gets it. And now Africa looks awful.
Yeah.
Between France,
Belgium,
Luxembourg, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom,
Oh, what have been for?
Denmark, Italy, Portugal, Iceland.
Wait. Oh, if you event it. I'm like, wait, I thought you rolled a 6. Okay. Yeah, it only counts if you event it.
The treaty members realized that real peace is more than
Oh, he spaces before going into... Alright, you got a coup now with Formosan.
Oh, 1,000,000%, yeah.
They are sworn to stand together against aggression. An attack against
I don't even think of this. Coup. Oh.
Oh.
We both had the exact same reaction to that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no urgency on that. Well, at least we don't have any scoring cards in our hand anymore.
I mean, I was also surprised Frank didn't walk into Nigeria there.
Yeah. Yeah, that could have been a lot worse. Okay, so we're blockading Sakovs, yeah.
And there it goes. Alright, well, you need your mill-ups anyway.
Yeah, you did that in the wrong order, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we got a space USJ, and I assume we're just using containment to fill Chile?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it's AR5. Because he played the China card.
Oh, yeah, I should always assume that Matt's played the China card. So, containment, like, you have to take Chile. You have VOA proof it. Like, I don't...
Yeah.
Containment. And then we're holding USJ and CIA through. Yikes. Okay, so that'll get us our other mill up.
Oh, he put into UK, which... Oh, no, he's not holding special. Because he only has one card left, and that's Truman.
Oh, we had to fill Chile there. This is better hand management, but... Oh my goodness. BOA is so bad.
I know, I kind of left myself vulnerable to the VOA last game. Kind of bit me.
Oh, and Frank gets a little spicy with a Columbia walk. I don't mind that at all. Although, actually, I kind of do. Because he's winning right now.
And you know... Or no, you don't know Matt has CIA. Never mind. Oh, this is not...
This is also bad.
Great, yeah.
But Quag is great here. We can Quag him. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Yeah, this is still terrible. I don't mind lads either. But
oh, here's voice.
I mean, that's a bad break for Matt, but he risked that.
Mm-hmm.
Eine Stimme aus Amerika. Aus Amerika im Krieg. Unsere Stimmen kommen zu Ihnen aus.
Oh yeah, that was like the one good thing I did is I got an early VOA off that game.
Yeah.
Voice from America at war.
Our voices are coming to you from New York.
Well, I could have. I thought back to it, and I think I filled Saudi at some point, and I should have overprotected Panama.
Today, America has been at war for 79 days.
Okay, so Quay, and then let's just. Well, we gotta give CIA.
Give CIA. You have to give CIA.
And the war. The news may be
If you're
good
not giving
or
CIA,
bad.
you're cooing in Africa.
We shall tell you the truth.
Don't do it. Because if you give CIA, what did he just fix Thailand? That's not urgent.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I would have given CIA cooed Colombia.
Or, well, it depends on what he does with CIA. If he goes into Venezuela, I think you coup in... Well...
No, I'd still coup Colombia because he's...
Yeah, coup Colombia still. Yep.
So that seemed really strong there because Thailand, I mean, that sucks, but... Okay, South Africa. Yeah, Frank gets rid of a power card. Oh,
he fails and doesn't give a good card.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Maybe you play... Do you play Esknot here? Like, with this bad hand, feels like Esknot's fairly safe.
I mean, we've got the same scenario with giving CIA, though, so I'd...
Well, yes, give CIA, please.
I guess that was a crappy roll, so that wouldn't have...
Oh my gosh, it gives Camp David!
Okay, I'm now on board with this early Kennedy. And it seems like we're just not giving CIA. So now we have to... And yeah, Matt agrees. Now this has to be an Africa coup, I think.
Yes.
And so, my fellow Americans,
But this means we're giving OAS.
it's not what your country can do for you.
I mean, actually,
can do for your
Matt could place 3 into Venezuela and then give CIA next AR now. And he's going to have a 4th opportunity.
I mean, it's South America. Well.
Oh, okay. And then what was the other one he got rid of?
Sadat.
Oh, yeah, that's a useless card. Okay, Frank finally
Subs, man.
Wow. All right.
Okay,
so,
give CIA.
Yes.
All right, there we go.
And he gets to show that terrible hand.
Endanger the peace of the world, and we shall surely endanger the welfare of this nation.
Martinez said that the CIA could do whatever it wanted to in the secret war. The U.S. Customs...
I was trying to figure out what a Bard's card is.
State police, even judges and newspapers closed their eyes to illegal acts by CIA operatives in the campaign against Fidel Castro.
To give there you go.
Oh
my god.
Wow.
That's an atrocious 6. Oh, Matt's gonna realign. No,
It doesn't matter.
What?
You realign Panama?
That makes... I don't understand that at all.
Okay, South America scored, and realign Panama's not going to do you much good because he's just going to coup Colombia to get back in if you got him out.
Let's just place 1 op into Venezuela.
And he knows your hands is awful.
Yeah.
Okay. And Frank apparently has no problem cards.
Yeah, seriously. I still can't believe those redraws, man.
So bad. That was so bad. And I was looking at the deck after you said that those would probably be the cards Frank would pick for Matt to redraw. And yeah, there was nothing that would have been worse.
Yeah. Okay, so those are things for Frank to do, sure. Okay, so we're fixing Poland and doing what?
Yeah, I don't know what else to do
Not
with
in
this.
France, honestly. I put an op in France before Poland.
Yeah.
Honestly, just sticking an op in Poland if you have no idea what to do with an op, like it's not so bad.
No.
Places to do it. Like that's actually something I think of. Like I'm just like, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing here. I'll just put an op in Poland.
Oh, free Che.
Okay, that's bad. Yeah, it is, Matt. And of course, now make it unfree. Yep.
Arms race now activated if Frank has it.
I think we need a coup, right? Because that's a presenceless Dom too, and arms race, like you said.
Well, it's a presenceless Zam in a region that's already gone.
Oh, that's right. That got Kennedy'd away.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. This isn't like the best hand in the world, but stress-free for Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we gotta give containment. I think I like protecting Cuba and maybe putting one in France to be annoying.
Not Israel. Not why? What does that do? That doesn't do anything. Like if you're gonna take something in the Middle East, which I wouldn't recommend, you take Saudi for the OPEC point, but no, yeah, I didn't like that.
A for P for ops when it's 4 VPs? I would have taken the VPs.
Yeah. 3 influence for 4 VPs. Yeah, I take that almost every time.
It was 4 with containment, but still.
Oh, true.
Still. Get an op into Angola. The Uruguay walk with Che gone is pretty good, but that's scored. This hand also sucks.
Liberation something.
I mean, it's better than the shit he's had. It's not very good. I mean, we have to give CRG's puppets OAS. We got to give a couple of those. Like that's not good.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Southeast Asia. I mean, there's a couple points at least. I don't know. I would just put 2 into Panama and then just Mexico to be annoying. Yeah, I think that's right. And we got to take I would take a Zaire coup. Because otherwise we're eating.
Yeah.
No, not Panama. We're just eating in Africa control now. I mean, we don't even have Dom over there. Like, if Frank has the scoring, it's just getting dropped. I guess we conceivably can take real lines on Nigeria, but...
Yeah, but you don't have the ops for a coup war.
Yeah.
I was about to say 5-year plan is still out there, so there's a chance Africa could turn out okay, but there it goes.
No.
Oh, JR brings up a good point. Maybe Matt knows he's giving up CRG, so... Well, I think that's being too generous to Matt. Oh, that's a good roll.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that is an unscored region. Gotta start dealing with our obligations, unfortunately.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
No, this is going to Panama.
Oh.
Just enough.
That's the Colombia coup does nothing.
No.
Uruguay coup actually gets you.
That's better. Yeah.
That's much better. Yeah, I thought that kind of punishes Frank for never getting into Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't remember anything Frank did there where I was really upset about, but he did need to get Nop into Argentina at some point.
I mean, ABM's still out there, so maybe Frank was worried about just going in there with one.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so I mean, Frank doesn't have Africa. Oh no,
yeah, he does.
I don't know what that would have been instant for me, but okay.
I mean, Africa's not in any danger of getting worse. Oh. Or well, ABM.
ABM, you could realign Nigeria. It's not crazy.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I mean, I think we have to, like, we're given puppets, OAS, yeah, we got to go down. Yes, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
We got a space grain. I guess if we cooed in Africa, that's just where the brush war would have gone anyway, so. Board probably didn't look any different than it would have anyway. Yes. Yep. Yeah, just do that.
There's a VP. I think looking at this board, you have to start thinking DEF CON.
I was just gonna say, like, I was just trying to find a point source for Matt, and there aren't any. Like, just nothing.
Yeah, so Gunman's out there. Ask Not is gone. But you got to get the China card back. Cultural is out there too, though.
Cultural out there. Frank, very, very good at hoarding the China card, unfortunately. Oh, is he taking the Cuba realigns? Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, hangs on.
Okay. Although we have absolutely, I mean, I just put CRGs in there.
Yeah, CRGs. Was Nixon played at some point? Not evented, but did Frank play it at some point?
I feel like it was played, but I might be remembering our game.
That's the thing. Like, the games kind of blend together a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, I'll trust my card tracking. I have it not played, but...
Sounds good to me. Yeah, and Frank wisely goes after...
Oh, no! Put them both in Cuba. Both in Cuba. You want the China card back.
Exactly.
If he flips Thailand, that's good. I mean, it's not good, but... like, you would take the China card.
Oh, Harry pointing out that if we had cooed Nigeria and that got brushed, it would not have succeeded on the 3. Very good point.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I mean, OAS is clearly what we're given here.
By the way, while we're waiting for the next play, a little bit of baseball trivia for everyone. The Colorado Rockies tonight, if they win, and they win their next 108 games in a row, they would tie the best record ever in baseball.
No, nice.
Yeah, so they just need to go 108-0. All right, so break-in North Korea is... I mean, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, Matt's going to protect Chile here.
Oh, but what about Cuba?
Cuba? Well, and you can also put, like, Puppets goes, surrounds Cuba and goes to, what's that? Peru right there, also gives him access to Chile. So this, yeah, this wasn't, I don't know, that's not right to me. I would have given OAS as painful as it is. I feel like I am not paying that much attention to the White Sox because
there isn't much of a reason to.
Obvious why I wouldn't. I feel like they've been a little bit better now that we got a Sox fan Pope, though. Like I feel like he could devote a little bit more time than he is, but I think he's throwing a little.
I mean, he was at the 2005 World Series, so there was some divine intervention there.
So I feel like he's throwing a prayer our way here and then, but here and there. But
I mean, you just have to thank the Rockies for being even worse.
But that's the thing. Like nobody will ever talk about the White Sox about anything ever. Like they're the worst team ever, and then they're going to be surpassed just the next year.
They can't even hold on to that.
Yeah, it actually pisses me off. It's like so I went to Mizzou, for people who don't know. Mizzou basketball. It's the worst sports moment of my life by far. They lost as a 2 seed to a 15. And they had a great team that year. Like that was a Final Four team, absolutely. And they lost 2-15. There's a bar in Chicago, the Billy Goat Tavern, famous place. Yeah, okay, Puppets did what we thought it would.
Oh, he does give China.
I don't like that.
Why? You're just destroying Matt right now. Why would you?
That's kind of stunning to me, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an Asia Dom. Like Frank's probably getting to 20 here, but not necessarily. The scorings have to come.
Okay, to be fair to Jeremy, I don't think Missouri was an SEC school at the time he went there. Right?
Yeah, no, they were definitely in the Big 12 then.
Okay. Matt gets Gunman.
But it's turn 6, so we can.
Okay, true. Yep.
But anyway, so I'm watching that game at the Billy Goat Tavern. The whole bar starts rooting for the 15 seed, of course, and then they just slink out of there. It was awful. And then I forgot what the whole point of the story was. Why was I talking about it? CBM. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, just nothing going Matt's way right now. Like there's some.
Oh, it doesn't get anything from this.
Jeez. There may be some questionable things Matt's done, but I don't think it would have made a huge difference.
Yeah, definitely had some disagreements. Let's take it. Well, okay. Actually, I don't mind this.
No. Yeah, I like this coup.
Yeah, with the score on board, that coup was fine. Yeah, but there goes Cuba, probably. Yeah.
Hey, hanging on.
Let me just take a coup of Haiti, right?
Yeah.
Our goal is not the victory of might.
Yeah, because Frank wants to put ops into Cuba and give himself another gun card.
No, you gotta protect it. Yeah, again, this is another thing where you might want to bait Frank into putting some ops in there. Oh, the Rockies did lose, so much for the all-time wins record.
That's sad.
So now they can just go for the all-time loss record.
Yeah. Oh, it was because Mizzou was a 215, lost that game. But then earlier in the day, or later in the day, I should say, Duke as a 2 seed lost. So like Mizzou didn't even get to make a headline as a 2 seed. I was like, that's fitting.
Let's get overshadowed for being bad.
Yep. That's a nice play from Frank.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like
no. Why? Yeah.
The first poke actually made some sense because we maintained access to Cuba. This is meaningless. I don't like that at all. You could just use gunmen to fix Mexico, honestly. Derek, they want to know where you went to school.
I went to the University of Illinois. Also had a horrible loss to Loyola when Illinois was 1 seed, but in that case, Loyola was vastly underseeded. They were a good team that year.
They were good, and it was in the second round. But
yeah, it was still heartbreaking.
Final Four quality, yeah, that's rough.
People beyond it.
Yeah, like I love the NCAA tournament. Every year,
it's my favorite.
I take off the Thursday and Friday, like that's because I usually have a decently busy January, February at work, so I always take off the 2 days for the tournament. And that year, I literally just forgot it existed. Like I didn't watch it at all the rest of the first weekend. And I remember Sweet 16 Thursday. I was just like, what could I do tonight? Like, and it didn't even occur to me the tournament was on.
Yeah, the NCAA tournament is definitely my favorite sports time of the year.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a terrible one, but it should have been on the other one, Haiti. Yeah. So Matt not thrilled right now. I don't really blame him. It hasn't been. Oh, what was your school, JR?
To Wichita.
Oh, another one. I was gonna say again, Nicaragua's the wrong target, but it doesn't matter if you roll a 1. Kitchen is like gonna be remarkably active here.
Remarkably active.
Okay.
Hey, there are the 6s.
All right, so let's coup Haiti this time though. Don't space, no.
What?
Oh,
I think he's in tilt mode right now.
Yeah.
But like, this board looks horrible. But you have all right. You don't have the China card anymore.
Okay, that makes sense now that Frank is stealing it back, and your tracking was correct. Cal Poly San Luis Obispo.
I've heard of them.
I have heard of Cal. Yeah. Is JR going to be on the Wikipedia for notable
alumni?
Key member of Junta.
Oh,
that's very sad. Nice play by Frank. All right, those are actually decent cards. Those are. That's
Muslim is nice. Actually makes the Israel play a little better now. Oh, John Mann went there. That's fun.
Oh, nice.
Good one.
John Madden didn't do shit for Junta though.
No. I mean, maybe I'd put John Madden 1A, JR 1B in terms of famous alumni.
So I mean, we're just losing right now, right? Like hardcore. Like, do we have to do something absolutely ridiculous? Like,
well, you could Muslim. You can get VPs from OPEC. You could salt and do OPEC again.
Well, let me tell you my terrible idea.
Oh, I love hearing terrible ideas. Go for it.
We event NTB. We had okay. Well, we hadn't factored, but headline NTB in Coup, Pakistan. Oh, we're bear trapped.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh no.
And we have to give up a great card.
Oh.
Well, the good thing for me and Matt tonight is they were over pretty quick.
Yeah.
And that's a terrible coup. It doesn't matter because Matt's still stuck in the trap.
Mm-hmm.
What do you even give up? I mean,
Salt, I guess.
I guess. Yeah. Okay. Great. We have no. Oh.
Yeah, I think this.
This is just it, isn't
Yeah.
it? Matt's got to get 4 VPs to stay alive. I don't see how he can do that. Because, yeah.
Yeah, you just don't have the ops now to.
Man, Frank's playing that again?
Well, I think he's. Well, he doesn't know about Europe and
Rerun
Asia.
Usuri.
This it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I mean, nothing matters anymore. This is just over. But, well, actually, can we try a country count? 1, 2, 3. No.
Oh, in Asia?
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Yeah. That's.
What about in Europe? Because if we had put those 4 ops into Portugal and Turkey, he would have needed a 4-op response, right?
Yes.
So I think that would have worked. Okay, that's one of the 4 VPs we needed. So let's put Muslim into Portugal and Turkey. Let's try that. Yeah, tilt up. Look at the right one. There you go.
Hey!
These retries have been so bad for Matt, though, both times. Okay, so Matt just needs... And he has the China card now, so if he gets, like, no other scoring cards, no Alliance, no Duck, no Cal...
There's a lot that needs to happen, but...
No War Games.
But there's a chance. Well, there goes that.
I think... Yeah, we're still getting... Oh, I guess we can event OPEC and still be at 19.
Between the British Commonwealth and Empire and the United States of America.
Is JR just now realizing we're live? Oh, are we live? Yeah, we are live. Oh, no, we live. Oh, we live. Okay. Yeah.
We don't live because I think we had to event OPEC to live.
Yeah. Oh, we also don't have mill-apps. Yeah, so.
Oh, yeah.
It's over. But Asia's going to be 5, Central's going to be 2. Yeah, Central's known.
Must be score or lose the game.
Play OAS. Maybe Frank will forget. Oh, well, actually, no, because the U.S. wins in a situation where both.
All right.
Oh, wow, Matt, quit already. All right. All right. Well, you can tell how happy he is with the result of that one. All right. Well, so that means Frank, by taking second place in Twilight Struggle in the Olympics, takes over the lead in the Team Olympics, and we'll probably be... Well, we're getting together this weekend for some in-person games, and then probably one more time to find the champion. Have a good night, everyone.